this is also a very, very adult relationship with like adult responsibilities. We're not just hanging out every day. We can't just go freaking take shots at the bar. Like, you know, it's serious. And
like, you want to block him. Like, you in the
literally,
same room.
Literally, we live together. Like, my boyfriend has children. So it's a lot, the stakes are a lot higher, you know? And so having the process and the learning curve and the growth period with my girlfriends made me the version of the person that I am now that would be needed to be in this relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I've had my experiences, I've had my fun. I don't feel like I've missed out on anything in my early 20s. Like, I've lived my life, you know what I'm saying, as a single woman who is literally only considering her life. And so I think that made me, like I said, just more, it primed me for where I am today and the patience. And that's one thing you don't think about in relationships. Like, when you're in a long-term relationship and you're like, you know, you've met the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Like you said, when you have a disagreement, it's not just like, okay, we're over, we're done. Like, patience is required. Patience is required. Patience is required. And I think that it is what relationships truly are so different than what we thought they were when we were in high school or even early 20s. It's so different. It's so different.
And I think when you live with your partner, I've never lived with a partner, but I feel like when you live with your partner, there is more opportunity for like a little bit more conflict just because you're up under each other so much more. Like, I feel like that's one of the benefits of, you know, being single. It's like, you know what? I can go home.
I could go home.
Like, I don't know who you think you're talking to. I got a car and I got a house that I pay rent at, so I can go home.
I can go home.
Fuck you.
I feel like living together, the hardest thing is that everybody is accustomed to living a different way. Yeah. Right? And so, like, my boyfriend and I, our living styles are so different. So different to the point where I'm not going to hold you. I'll tell my man I want my separate bedroom. I want a separate bedroom. I don't want to, I think that it would make more sense and we would have more peace in our household.
Be more copacetic.
Yeah. Be like just happier, harmony. Yes. Okay.
Hey, babe.
Because
get ready.
I feel like I'm the type of person where I want things a certain way. And there are certain things that I'm very particular, and there's like, it's a hard line. I want it my way, and that's the only way we can do it. And I feel like I am also flexible when, you know, if my man has something that he's very particular about, I want it this way. That's the hard line for me. That's how I want it done. Cool, I'll respect that. Living situation, like living quarters.
Truly feel like, okay, I respect that, or is it like?
No, I'm saying there are certain things that I will give, like, like there are certain clothing items. David's like, do not wash this. Like, I want my laundry. You need to, like, if there's something in here, you need to separate it. It needs to go into this bin or whatever. Cool. Like, I'll respect it because that's the way you want to do it. However, when it comes to like my standard of like organization and I don't think I'm OCD, but I definitely
standard is superior to.
I want it this way.
Yeah.
And my man,
because you're incapable of organizing to my level of.
I want it this way. Yeah. So I feel like because he and I don't see eye to eye on what that should look like, instead of like arguing and like me trying to change you, you trying to change me, we should just have our own separate spaces. Entities. We would still like sleep together every single night, and it wouldn't matter where, like wherever we felt like.
So is your room set up? Because like for me, I think I would want my room set up like if there were separate rooms, right? We have a master bedroom, and then I would want like, ideally, I would want a second wing, like, you know, your wing, my wing. But let's say we're not building my house, right? Let's say we're a pre-existing house, a room. There would probably be like another bed in there, and then like. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, bitch, that's why you're single. But another bed in there, and then a bathroom, and then a closet. So I think that the separate bed is not for me to say, I'm gonna leave my man. Like, I don't wanna sleep with you. But like sometimes, like, I'm a girl. Like, what if I wanna bleed? Like, what if my girls come over and they wanna hang out? Like, I want a whole separate bedroom, but like a whole separate, like, master entity.
This is the thing. I agree 100,000%. I think the problem is everybody is so like hung up on the cookie cutter. This is what relationships should look like. You know, there are so many things in this world where we are given a a prototype. We are giving a blueprint of what something should look like. And so everybody feels like this is what it has to look like. Listen, this is my life. Okay, like me and my man have to be happy. We got to make it to the finish line of death. Okay. And I mean, when I die, you need to die a couple days later. When you die, I need to die a couple days. That's what we're trying to make it to. And so many years in between, we got to figure out how to be happy, okay, around this. Because if you think I'm finna be in this life with all of the struggles that are already cast upon me, no, I'm not. Like, my relationship with my person, our home, that
dynamic
should be our peace.
dynamic, yeah.
Right. And so, like, he don't want to hear my mouth every day about, you know, your clothes not being organized or whatever. Like, you don't need the extra stress, babe. You work too hard. You don't deserve that extra stress. But two things can be true at the same time, because I also don't
need
deserve the stress of seeing
picking
it.
up behind you.
So yes, I would be literally, or of even like
reminding you and,
communicating,
like,
this is how I want it, and you not being able to, like,
And it
you know, I
creates
feel like I'm expecting you to fulfill that need, and like, if it's just not working, then I feel like the smartest thing to do, yes, we could have a master bedroom together, our shared whatever, and then that's the bed that we sleep in every night. But yeah, a separate, like, what men call a man cave is what I would want. A girl cave. I want, realistically, my girlfriends are gonna come over. Like, Janae and I film this podcast at least once a week. She's gonna be here. Like, isn't it so uncomfortable, babe, when you gotta knock on the door of your own bedroom to see if this freaking broad is changing? Like, wouldn't you just rather be able to be in your space by yourself, like, uninterrupted by me and my chaos? And me and my chaos can be in my girl room. I feel like that makes sense. Like, literally a bedroom that has a vanity, a beauty room, a bathroom, a closet. That's really the thing. We gotta have separate closets. Like, we gotta have separate closets, because I have a lot of stuff, he has a lot of stuff. But I feel like because it's not the norm, he was so like anti, like, no. And it literally took until we were all sitting down having that. Listen, one thing my bestie gonna do is have a sit down chit chat with me and my man. Like, let's figure, that's low key our therapist. Okay. Like, terrible. She do not got her license, but she be our therapist.
I feel like this is a good learning lesson, because like, when you have healthy boundaries in your friendships as well as your relationship, you can do that. Like, you can talk to your friends about certain stuff without it being like.
But I also think that it's very clear that it's not a like FU type of situation. I feel like Janae's gonna tell me if I'm wrong, dead ass wrong. I feel like she's gonna tell my man if he's dead ass wrong. So literally, until we all had to sit down, and he was like, okay, that makes sense. When they said, I think the word was man cave, that like made it click for him. He's like, oh, you want a man cave? No
like,
problem.
Yeah, like, okay. We just had to say, you want a man cave? So, okay, cool. So
if I would have known, all I had to do was use the word man cave.
You gotta put it in layman's terms, like, you know, like,
girl, I was like, child. But yes, I think that the older I've gotten, right, the closer to 30 I've gotten, and my experience, the way that I experience life, the closer to my 30s, the more I realize that, like, you have to be realistic. And I think that you live so much in a fairy tale in your early 20s. And I'm still very delusional about life. But I think that my head is just out of the clouds. I'm very realistic. Like, I love you so much. Like, I'm obsessed with you. Y'all gonna hear me talk about him pretty much every episode. I'm obsessed with him. I still think that we would be happier and more peaceful. And I'm a bitch. So, like, if I'm unhappy.
Now she admits that she's a bitch. Okay.
No, it wasn't that I wasn't trying to admit that I was bitchy. I was looking for a different word. I've never shied away from the fact that I'm a biatch. Certified, okay? So I just know that, like, it's just bad for both of us. It's like, nobody's happy. Like, if I'm unhappy, I'm not one of those people. Again, I'm not going to sugarcoat my feelings.
Everybody
more
be
palatable.
miserable.
It's not really
not everybody's going to be miserable, but
like,
you're going to feel it.
You're going to feel that I am a little bit unhappy. So it's like, then you're going to be unhappy. Like, why don't we just both be happy?
Yeah,
you know,
coexist. And like, when I need a break from you, I don't gotta sleep on the couch.
That's what I was gonna say too. Like, being realistic, like, you're gonna have times where your girlfriends are over. I like to free bleed, which means I like to go to sleep on my cycle with nothing but towels and a Hail Mary. I don't want to be in the bed next to my man, stinky, bloody, like, that's
you gotta
gross.
Wanna cuddle.
I want to be gross.
Like,
not even if you're not cuddling. Like, blood is a very strong scent. Like, I I want to be disgusting
in my own
in
peace.
my little bundle
Bubble,
of
yeah.
sheets by myself. But you're going to have times where, you know, you argue and maybe you don't want to sleep up under that person.
I want to cry in peace.
Sometimes I want to cry in peace. Like, it's just realistically, you're spending the rest of your life
Yeah.
with one person. 365 days in 1 year. I am assuming that I'm going to live until at least, I want to live for as long as I can where my body is able. So
Yeah,
I don't want to be, I don't want to be
decrepit.
decrepit. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I don't, if I'm 75 and I'm still like Nana, if I can be like
My Nana's the it
Janae's
girl.
Nana, perfect. How old is Nana?
She's gonna be mad. She'll be 75.
Wait, no. I will live till if I can look like Nana.
Yeah.
But like if I can be in my 70s, and again, that's a long time. 365 times an additional.
I told you my Nana and Papa, they like, girl, they fall asleep where they may. Like they sleep in the same bed, but I feel like they be watching like National Geographic and like my Papa will be on the couch and then my Nana might be somewhere else and they end up in the same place and then they go like, I just feel like when you've been with somebody for so long and it's just
You're
like.
not sweating the stupid shit.
Like,
that doesn't
you
actually
didn't sleep with me
matter.
last night. Like, okay.
I can hold you. I want to sleep together every night if we're not beefing. Like if there's no beef or like I'm not having a sleepover with my girlfriend. If there's no problem, yeah, I want to sleep together. But
Yeah.
now like, okay, for instance, if my man was like downstairs in his man cave and he's playing the game and he fell asleep, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'd probably go downstairs.
I was
go
about to
sleep
say
with
lie
him.
on this internet.
I
She
probably-
would go downstairs and cuddle.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I would want to sleep together, but I'm not gonna get mad. Like if you fell asleep, you know, somewhere else, I'm just gonna come find you.
Don't make a habit of trying to fall asleep somewhere else.
yeah,
But,
don't make
like,
it a thing.
yeah.
But like, you know,
But yeah.
if I wake up and I'm like, oh, he's playing the game, I have no problem going downstairs. So I feel like if there's no drama, for the
be
most
like,
part,
get
we
up.
can sleep.
Come get in the bed. Get up.
Get
Come get in the
up.
bed. Why are you sitting on the couch?
Yeah, no, as long as we sleep together, then I'm cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
again, closet separate, bathroom separate. So
Yeah,
I don't gotta stress. You don't gotta stress.
Yeah. I feel like that's the key to making your relationship as easy. I don't want to say palatable, but as easy as possible in the ways that you can.
What works for you?
Yeah, because there's going to be so many things that it's like.
Girl,
okay.
that's why all these internet conversations of should you do this or this, should you do this or this. I'm like, honestly, I don't give a fuck what y'all think, but like I'm gonna do what works for
you.
me and
Yeah.
mine. Like that's the focus.
You can
I'm
have
not,
preferences, but
And
don't
that's
try to convince
cool.
everybody of your preference. Like, this is the right way to do it because, like, no.
Or just like share your experience.
Yeah.
This is what me and mine do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's all
Take from
you
it what
can
you
do
will.
is like show your life.
Yeah.
But like don't try to force that on anybody else because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to force anything. I'm not gonna force on you for you and your husband or you and your wife to have separate bedrooms. If that doesn't work for y'all, you know, it probably would work out a lot
I
better
think it
for
work
y'all.
for everybody, the mass majority.
To be honest,
Right.
but that's what I do.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I would like to do. That's what when we build our home. I think we came to an agreement that
Yeah.
that's gonna be cool.
We did come to a good little, like,
I can have my
round
man
out.
cave.
He was like, okay, man cave.
And I'm cool with the
Yeah.
wing, or like he was saying maybe even a
Levels.
floor. But
you said no levels.
I like to be on the same level. So like if I want to walk over to you,
Hey,
I can.
baby.
Yeah, instead of having to go all the way downstairs.
Yeah. I
But-
feel like David and Kelsey, like she said, they're so into each other.
Like we're clingy.
Yes,
we're
I
for
feel like they
sure
would
a
be like,
clingy
baby,
couple.
baby.
Yeah.
Like, why you downstairs? Why you don't
my-
get ready? This was what would
Literally.
happen. She would literally be like, I had to buy a separate makeup bag because when I'm upstairs and we want to get
I
ready
gotta
in the
have a
same,
makeup
I gotta
bag
have my
for David's
stuff.
space.
Like, I gotta have my stuff in his
I gotta have
space.
a
So, like,
corner.
yeah, I gotta have a corner. So like, I know that I wanted this separate wing, but like, you know, sometimes like we want to get ready together. Like, girl, okay. Yeah.
Literally, I have some chapstick in his office, but I literally said I'm gonna make myself a basket of like
she said
lotion, hand sanitizer, like stuff
We'll
that
be
I
in there.
be
She's
needing.
like, I just
You
don't
see
have
my
anything. I need my stuff.
I want to be comfortable. I need my things. Yes.
We need
and
to
he
do
can
an
have a little. He
unbagging.
can have a couple drawers in my space too. But like, yeah, like if
Really?
he needs like
Okay.
some like a basket of like his Vaseline,
Like David gonna be
do-rags.
sitting in the beauty room.
You said you don't feel like he would.
Maybe.
I feel like he definitely would.
yeah, just to be like up under you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like for the most part, I feel like I would be doing my makeup in there. So like, yeah,
Yeah, and
or
or
like.
like, baby, I want to talk to
Not
you.
just, I was gonna say not just him want to be up under me, like, but sometimes
Yes.
I'm gonna want him to be up under me too. Like, no, like you can come in here,
Like, come
you
on.
know. But I feel like I won't feel responsible for like organizing your space. I feel
Yeah.
like I don't really do too much in his man cave now.
Yeah, I think you need that.
Yeah, like space, like
This
you
your
need
shit, this my
space.
shit.
But that again is I feel like that's a different way that I perceive relationships. You're two people like who remain individuals who are melting their life together, but at your core, you both are still, you have two individual souls, two individual minds, two individual hearts and body parts. So like you have to remember that. And